What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, aka Sneaky G. But normally on the NFC East show, which is brought to you by Northeast Streaming Sports, we would have True Blue, Philly Sports Guy, Sneaky G Man, and Keith. Today, Philly Sports Guy is on a special assignment. I mean, he got tickets to a game, and Keith is on a G14 classified mission, which we won't discuss. Keith, all I'm saying, I want pictures. But we are joined today by the one, the only. Don't worry, True Blue. I didn't forget about you.
Oh no, I know.
You're here with me, but we got the Washington fan of all Washington fans.
That's right.
I've been bugging this man. Him and I, we now have beef. He don't know. We now have beef because I've been trying to get him on Make It Count, the Sneaky G podcast, but oh no, I want to come on Philly Sports Guy's show. I already know who your favorite is, but seriously, good to finally see you. And Philly Sports Guy will join us sooner or later in the show. But guys, it's good to see you guys. What's going on?
What's up? Glad to be on. I've never been on a podcast like this with all the division rivals, so I'm interested to see how this is going to go.
There you go.
Oh, it's easy. Y'all two ain't winning nothing this year. I mean, that's just kind of. I'm just gonna set the example. But seriously though, so Hog Farmer, what have you heard from your camp? And if you've heard anything, what are you impressed with? What do you wish they worked on more? What's coming out of camp in your neck of the woods? If you are in the 411, if you will.
Yeah. Well, really, here lately, it's been a little hype train with Tyler Heineke. I don't know if y'all saw him in the playoff game against Tampa Bay.
Right.
He's getting a little recognition at camp to maybe match Ryan Fitzpatrick, but I don't see that happening. I see Ryan being the clear-cut starter come week one. And, as y'all know, that defense got a lot better. So them boys out there flying around at camp. So they're going to be ready.
Now, what about offense? Anything? I mean, I know you touched on a little bit with Fitz and Heineke. You guys have a new receiver that you guys drafted.
Let's see. Our offensive line definitely upgraded. We re-signed Eric Flowers back from the Dolphins. So we got him. We lost Morgan Moses at right tackle, but we drafted a tackle in the second round. Yeah, second round. So I think they're gonna move him from his true position to the right tackle. I'm assuming. I'm not sure. Coach Rivera really likes flexible position players, so I believe he's going to move over there. We signed Curtis Samuels, which is a pretty fast, talented, multi-purpose wide receiver, and we got a little more depth at receiver. I'm not sure how good they're going to be, but they're going to be better than they were last year, 100%. Antonio Gibson, the running back, with McKissick. So, I believe our offense is going to be a ton better than it was last year.
Okay. True Blue, what about you?
Oh, camp's been going good. We've got everybody showing up. That's the best part. We've got everybody showing up. Dak's ready to go. Zeke's working his butt off. I mean, the kid is working his butt off. Everything I'm seeing in training camp and him going off to the side to go work with some other guys. Our secondary is still going at it. Coach Quinn is getting everybody rounded up, making sure everyone's on the same page. These meetings are very, very important. We're in June. We're already getting closer to training camp here next month. So we're going to be headed to Oxnard to the cooler weather in California. So that's already that's going to be fun.
I got a question. I haven't seen, I don't watch too much of the Cowboys, channels, but what have y'all seen from Dak so far in his mobility and what His
mobility's there. He's working really hard. He's doing a lot of exercises on the side with the training team. I mean, he's ready to go. If we were to go today, he'd be ready to go. He's got the mobility, he's got the movement, he's got the actions. He's still working it. I mean, these guys, he's got it. He's good to go. Everything that I've seen, he's good to go, mentally and physically.
Well, I can tell you right now, watching some of the post-game interview, he's sick and tired of being asked about his leg.
Yeah.
He's getting sick and tired about, it's going to be, that's going to be the key point regarding the, the press, the media for some time now. But I will tell you about the Giants. Daniel Jones is looking sharp. He has bulked up. He is aware of the situation he's in this year. I know a lot of people are saying that this is his make or break year, which rightfully so could be, but we don't know. I believe to an extent it is, but we don't know. We just gotta wait and see how the season plays out. Tony, our first round pick, has yet to drop a pass in training camp. Galladay is doing the same. Apparently, Evan Ingram is showing some promise. And on the defensive side of the ball, Aziz is basically a man against boys. They're saying that he looks just like a vet instead of a rookie out there. And the addition with Jackson to Bradbury, he's looking sharp in camp as well. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but the gentleman that we drafted, the cornerback that we drafted, he's looking good. As everybody is putting in the work. The main focus for camp was conditioning, and if players weren't in shape coming into camp, they definitely were into shape coming out of camp. So I'm excited. This is the longest off season ever for me. I'm so sick and tired of defending Daniel Jones right and left everywhere I go. I want him so much to prove everybody wrong, but in order for him to do that, he has to do it on the field. So
that's a
and we're that much closer. Every time we meet up, and actually that's the noticeable absence, which is Saquon. I don't know if people are thinking that he's still hurt. I don't even know if he's still hurt. But the word that he's putting out there is that he's not too sure, or he's unsure about week 1. Which wow. I think it's awesome. I think it's good that he's doing that because he doesn't want to put a timeline on his injury. He wants to make sure he's ready. The Giants picked up the 5th option on him on his contract. So we have a belief in him. And, some people are unaware, or they seem to forgot that Saquon didn't get his surgery until October.
Yeah.
So he is not even a full year out of surgery. So, which it's a year process. So I don't blame him for taking his time. I'm not going to sit here and say we don't need him. Of course, I would love to have all weapons, especially if we're going to put that cloud over Daniel Jones's head, about his make or break year, supposedly. But at the same time, I want Saquon to be ready when he's ready, and we'll see. We still got time. It's not even July yet.
Did you guys get another? Did y'all draft another running back this draft?
I know we picked up one. I think we did. I'll have to double check. I think we did. But real quick, back to Saquon. I mean, the man is working out. I mean, he's doing his thing. Check. I mean, here's some clips of it. Here it is. So the man's putting in work. He's putting in work.
I can't even do that healthy.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was surprised last week. I was surprised last week when you told me it was his knee. I had no idea that he had that knee injury.
It was his MCL, and I think it was a slight tear on his ACL or his ACL and MCL. All I know is it was gruesome, it was painful, and as they were taking him off the field, I felt like Rose on that door of Titanic, and he was Jack sinking away, and I'll never let you go, Saquon. I'll never let you go. I mean, it was. I wouldn't want to relive that on anybody.
And what year is he on his contract?
Well, this would be his 4th year. Next year would be his 5th year.
Yeah.
And then with Jones, we have him this year, next year, and then we actually have an option. I think it's another year on him or it's another 2 years on him after next year, not this year, but after next year. So I mean, the guys are still under contract for some time now. Saquon, Shepard. I'll have to double check. I think this might be his contract year, or next year will be. I'll have to double check that. So
how you feeling? How you feeling, Chris, about Fitzpatrick?
I mean, we've all watched his career.
Okay, wait. When someone says, "Well, I mean we already know."
We've seen good Fitzpatrick. We've seen bad Fitzpatrick. So which one is Washington gonna get?
Yeah, that's the question.
But he's also been in some bad positions. He's been on a lot of bad teams. He's been put in position to have to, rally a team when they've been, dumpster fires. So he's put in a good position right now. Yeah. So I think it's a little different.
What about your running backs?
I think that's probably one of our non-depth positions, because we got Antonio Gibson. He hurt his toe. He's got turf toe, and turf toe. That lingers for a long time. Yep. And then we got McKissick. He's not really a 3-down back. And then after that, we drafted a kid named Patterson. So I mean, he's kind of smaller. He might be like a scat back. I'm not really sure. So I think that's where we're the thinnest in every position.
More than your O-line?
Oh yeah, our O-line is stacked. Okay. I mean, maybe not as far
Yeah, depth-wise.
Right. Yeah, depth. It's going to be a lot of competition for the offensive line this year. Our offensive line is going to be pretty good.
That's always a good part on any team. If you're fighting for a position on the O-line, you're doing good.
Yeah, we're probably cut 1 or 2 good offensive linemen, maybe, because I think there's like 13.
Wow.
Yeah, something like that.
A lot.
So I had a question while we were still talking about camp, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I went to I did a charity mission not too long ago. I took a table to a family that needed one, and on the way there, the team president hit me up and said, "Hey, stop by our facility." So I stopped by. It was where they're having camp and stuff, and he was telling me that 80% of the players have to be vaccinated to participate in like full like go practice and not be separated and stuff like that. What have you guys heard from that, and what do you guys think on it?
Well, I saw Ian Rappaport's this morning that if you're non-vaccinated, you have to get tested. You have to go through certain protocols. Pretty much, it's still the same standard as it was last year. If you're vaccinated, right, you got full blown access. As far as our guys, nothing's really been made public.
Yeah, because it's like if you're not vaccinated, like you got to have like Zoom meetings. You're not in the same locker room with because he was showing me like 2 different locker rooms and stuff like that. So that could potentially be a game changer for whatever team it is if they have that capacity amount vaccinated. It could be an advantage.
And I think it's a local thing too. I think that's what depending on the locality of the teams, of course, and what states and the protocols that are being taken.
Right.
I mean, Texas is open. Everybody's able to do what we've been doing, and these guys are able to walk in anywhere. I mean, we're able to do.
It's kind of funny because nobody can actually force anybody to get a shot.
Right.
And I know I'm watching the news and I know not people, but like some hospitals are, forcing their healthcare workers to get the vaccine as of this date, or you will be released, or whatever the case may be. It's kind of sad to where we're in a situation. I don't want to say sad, but we're in a position now where to mitigate some of this hassle to get back. Now, I'll tell you what, everybody has their own reasons why they got vaccinated. Right. I did because, this family, some of us have asthma. Plus I heard it stunts your growth and it turns you black, and my kids are light, so I'm trying to get them darker. But in seriousness, at what point, like for me, if I was a player, obviously it's easy for me to say, I'm just going to get it done because, I have parents that are older, and I'm going to be involved in like community events, charity events. Now I'm going to be around people. Now, not only do I want to protect myself, but the protection of others, even though according to having the vaccine, you can still spread it. I mean, there's that as well. But at what level does a player just be like, you know what? I'm tired of going in a different locker room, going in a different door. I don't want to be being treated as a science project or a second class, but ultimately that's what's going to happen. I mean, from what you were saying.
Yeah. One of our tight end, Logan Thomas, made national media. I don't know if you saw it. He was asked a question, and quite a few players have been getting asked this question from the media: is, have you taken the vaccine? And if you have not, why not? Right. So he said, no, I haven't taken it, and I haven't taken it just because I don't know much about it. I don't know what it do. Right. So he did.
And he's lucky that he even gave him that, because his response should have been, "It's none of your business."
Next question.
And exactly.
Next question.
I think if a team does that, if a team does that and comes together and answers just like that, like you just said, Sneaky, is that if every single team member's asked, then every single team member answers the same way.
Yeah.
Next question. Just like Chris said. Next question.
Next question. Yeah.
Everybody answers the same, whether you're vaccinated, whether you're not vaccinated. Everyone should just say, next question, please.
Yeah. So I really want to kind of change a little bit. Unless somebody has something good for the gatherer. Because I want to share something.
So you know what this means.
Yeah, I really wish Philly was here, because I'm really blessed to have the platform that I have. Okay, to be fair, True Blue, I knew Hog Farmer before I knew you.
Yep.
To be fair, through TikTok and oh, by the way, that one TikTok you did, where I think it was like you were laying in shade and your wife came over you.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's like, careful, like chocolate. I don't want you to melt. I'm like, yo, I was, hey, you had me dying. You had me dying. So I'm blessed to meeting some great super fans from all teams, not just the NFC East, NFL wise, NBA wise, even hockey, even NASCAR, believe it or not. Although I don't follow NASCAR too much, but anyway, I digress. So I know E-Rock, and I came across this on Instagram. I deleted a little bit because he was talking about the Cowboys. And Chris, let's be fair, nobody wants to hear anything about the Cowboys anyway. But he did say something that I've kind of been preaching a little, not so much directed to the football team, right? More so to the Eagles fan base. And no, I'm going to just in case Philly sports guys watch or any Philly fans watch. No, I'm not crying, but I'm not still crying, as you guys would say. However, one of your own did say something that sounds familiar.
Damn thing since I was a freshman in high school, and I'm damn near 40. The Giants should have won the division last year. They're definitely winning it this year. No, they're not. Not while we're around. No, because cheesesteaks, the New York Giants.
Yes, we are.
Here in Philadelphia. You want the playoffs?
Y'all ain't doing nothing. We're gonna win the division.
You ain't getting them. We've been screwing you for so long. If we had any decency, we'd move in and pay half the rent. Oh, Washington's definitely winning the division. They won it last year. Did you? Or did we gift wrap it for you? It's football Christmas. Unwrap surprise. It's Nate Sudfeld because you can't do it on your own.
I don't know what's up with that guy. I don't know what's going on with this guy.
Hey, what have I been? You know,
the bottom of the division, man, made a TikTok about everyone else's team. Oh man.
And knowing they're not doing nothing this year.
I haven't seen yet.
Is
Jalen Hurts even the clear-cut starter for the team? Is he?
All I know, they talking so much shit that now I would still be no, I wouldn't be doing this because this is why Jamie don't give me the button that often. So I gotta get it in while I still can. So Chris, to give you a little backstory, and I know True Blue is so sick and tired of hearing this, but
they'll let the game speak for itself.
Exactly. I actually, rooted for Doug. That's how I referred to him. Back in the day, and then when they lost on purpose, or should I say when it's convenient to them, that's when Jamie kind of gets all into it saying, "Oh, I'm still crying." I'm like, no, you don't lose when it's convenient to you. So
you know what game we're talking about, right, Chris?
You talk about the game where we won against the Philadelphia Eagles. That's all I know.
Yes, you won. You are so right.
That's all I know.
You are so right. And your coach said thanks. I'm sorry. Was that my outside voice? I don't.
Yeah, that game wasn't
my bad.
We pulled it off. That's all I know. We won.
Hey, that's y'all had to do what you had to do. But I want also, Chris, I want to give you a quick. I want to give one of my followings a shout out. I don't know if you follow him. There's two diehard football team fans that come on my show quite frequently. One is his name is Chris, the Washington fan. I think that's his name. And there's another gentleman by the name of his name is it's WTF. Washington the fan. So and they really don't post that much, but whenever you check out Make It Count, the Sneaky G podcast, they do come on periodically, and they're about as diehard as yourself as well. So, I want to ask you this. I know I asked True Blue this, and I did ask Jamie back in the day. Who is your number one all-time Redskin Washington football team player?
21.
Mm.
22. Right there. That's it.
Yeah.
That's a beast. Number 21. Dude's a beast. He left too early.
Yeah. I was actually a little emotional when I heard of his passing. It was really tough.
It was sad.
And just the manner, and the manner of it, of how it happened. You kind of caught me off guard with that one because I was expecting like a Doug Williams or a Ripken.
For my time. I mean, I'm 33, but when he was in his prime, I wasn't nothing but 5 or 6 years old. So
okay.
And my dad was an Eagles fan, so
right. What made you become? Oh, okay.
My mom's always been a skin Washington fan, so when I ended up moving in with her later on in my life, we went to a game, and then after that, it kind of just stuck.
Okay. So True Blue, what about you? What made you a Dallas Cowboy fan?
Oh, first of all, growing up here in Texas, and my dad was the one who instilled the Roger Staubach mentality along with Too Tall Jones and Mr. Tom Landry. He taught me the respect of Tom Landry and said, "Son, this is the man you got to look up to."
So basically, you were brainwashed. I mean, it's okay. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Well, to be fair, you could say the same thing that I'm doing to my son right now because we bleed blue. And I'm going to tell you something one thing I didn't know about Dallas is the tributes that they have for Tom Landry.
Oh yeah.
Like under the bypass, you see the hat.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, Tom Landry Highway, right there on the front.
Yeah.
30.
Damn.
Yep.
True Blue, do you try to go to all the games? Games? Are you a ticket holder?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh no, ticket holder, no. Season, no. I just go. Okay. I just go in there to go sit. I move around so much.
Okay.
What was I going to say? Damn, just lost train of thought. But yeah, you guys come down. We'll all hang out.
Oh hell yeah!
I come every year.
Honestly,
honestly,
I'll be up there in Washington for that game.
You can edit this out, but honestly, Dallas is probably one of the nicest stadiums I've been to.
Hey, we're live. Ain't no editing, nothing. Ain't no.
Hey, Nikki, well, I'm going to tell you this, Nikki.
Hey, Washington, you heard it here first, an exclusive.
I mean, it is what it is. Jared was nice.
2 years ago, when I was up there at the football game, we ran out of water in the stadium up there in Washington. We didn't have water, we didn't have beer, we didn't have anything. And then they went around, the guy sitting next to me, I kept asking them, "Where are you guys going?" And they go, "We're going upstairs to go get us a drink out of the water fountain." I go, "Why don't you buy a bottle of water?" He goes, "First, there is none. Second, we don't want to give any money to the team." We're season ticket holders, and I was like, God.
No, that there was water. It just they didn't have any for anybody that was wearing a star on their chest. That's all that
was. Farmer, I'll tell you right now, you're right. The AT&T Stadium, it is a gorgeous stadium.
It's nice.
So for me, I've only been to Seattle, Colorado. Well, Seattle now it's the Luna Stadium. I was at Mile High, and then now at AT&T. But I will tell you right now, as far as the experience that I have, I got to give it up to the Seahawks. I got to give it to the 12s up there because and you got to go there as a visiting team. If you go there as a home team, I mean, you're gonna have a good experience, but you gotta go. Like if the football team was there, you gotta go. Because the fan base out there, they're awesome. They're good people. The Giants went there twice when I lived there. People bought me beers. Of course, you want to be respectful. It's all love, regardless. But the experience,
Yeah, it's
like
pretty cool.
them are some rabid. I would say they're more rabid fans than Cowboy fans. Believe it or not. They just don't say they're going to win the Super Bowl every year. That's the only difference.
I went to Seattle, had front row seats in the end zone when Kirk Cousins was playing and we beat him. And I think it's just a cultural thing in that area. The people just period are nice, welcoming people. So I had a great time there.
Yeah. So that's the first time I came out there. Right when I got on the bus, because I knew I was going to be drinking, and the public transportation is phenomenal out there. Yeah. Boo! Boo! I'm like, damn, I just got on the bus. Can I just, let me? And it was funny because first time I'm like, so the stadium's this way. No. What you got to do? You got to turn around, get on another bus, and then the girlfriend or the wife was like, honey, follow us. We'll take you there. It was. It's funny how they.
If you're up in Seattle, stay right there next door at the Embassy Suites. They got the tailgate going on. It's a brand new hotel. They got everything going on right there. Best spot in town. That way you just walk to and from. A couple 100 feet from the stadium.
Noted.
I've been to quite a few stadiums. I went to Kansas City, and my goodness, that is probably the loudest stadium. It was so loud that I couldn't even hear my thoughts.
Yeah. So I'm glad you said that. So you've been to both KC and Seattle.
Kansas City.
Really? Okay.
Kansas City. It was so much. Okay. It was just so much loud. I mean, it was just ridiculously loud. Yep. And it Kansas City without a doubt. And
I was at the game. I was at the game when they got the record back from the Seahawks in 2013 when we were playing. We got them again this year there. I'll be there for that. It is one of the loudest stadiums. It's still the loudest.
Oh, and Giants fan 260, a.k.a. Greedy D, he corrected me. So, he did tear his ACL and partially tore. I knew it was one or the other.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, there's like 3 ligaments, and he damaged 2 of the 3. So, that's why he's not setting a date. He's not putting pressure on himself in getting back. So, Hog Farmer, what was the last Super Bowl you saw of your team? Was it the 91?
Like I said, dude, in 91, I was 4 years old. So I didn't see that. I've never seen a Super Bowl. So I've never seen it. We got through.
I appreciate
you talking all the time about y'all Super Bowl.
All the time. Hey. All the time. Hey.
We might have to dust them off. That might be dusty, but we still got
some. All the time. And the thing is, like, for me, and of course, I say this, True Blue is not in this conversation when I talk about Cowboy fans, because he is like a true steward of the game, because he respects, the teams that have won before the Super Bowl era. And a lot of, younger millennials, I don't want to say millennials, I hate using that term, but a lot of younger fans, I'll say in their 20s, 20, I'll say 20, 25 or 20 and under, they're so quick to say we have 5 Super Bowls. We have 8 world championships. Right. Yeah, but they're not Super Bowls. Okay, well, let me ask you a question. What's a Super Bowl? A world champion. Exactly. What did the ring say in 1966 when the Green Bay Packers won the last? Was it 67 was the first Super Bowl. 60. What does it say on the ring? World champions. What did the Super Bowl ring say when the Green Bay won their second straight? It said world champ. Okay, exactly. So it's the same thing. They just added a name. That's the only difference. So, I'm gonna throw it back. They throw it at me, I'm gonna throw it right back. It'll be my pleasure.
What's the name? Philly sports guy. He finally can get into the conversation now. Having a ring now. We would hold on to that joke for years and years and years. He can finally, chirp in a little bit.
Hey, yeah, that one little trophy he got, that's cute. It's cute.
Yeah, that little pop.
That one little. Oh, that's so cute. You Philly fans got a little trophy in the case now.
Oh man,
you got your one little trophy. Yeah.
So this year,
go ahead. What's up?
I plan on going to all the games this year, and
there you go.
I'm going to Dallas. I'm going to MetLife. I go to MetLife every year. I've had some good experiences and some bad experiences in MetLife, but this year I'm really looking forward to go to Vegas because that stadium right there. Woo, that's a nice stadium.
What day do y'all play them over there?
December. I don't know, week 12 or 14. I don't know, whatever. The first week of December we play them.
Yeah, we got them Thanksgiving Day.
What about I can't wait to enjoy my Thanksgiving again.
What y'all play? The Rams?
We don't play.
The Chargers? I mean, out there.
Where?
In LA. We got them week 2.
No, we played the Chargers at home. We played them the first week of the season.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our home opener.
That's your open. Okay. Yeah, we got the Broncos. What do you got your team going this year?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm a diehard fan, right?
See,
I started it that way.
Hey, he was about to be like, we
got some heavy. We got to play Tom Brady again. We got some tough teams. If Aaron Rodgers ain't in Green Bay, who knows? We can slide that, but we got a tough team. But I don't know, man. I'm hoping for 10 and. Was 7 now? What is it? How many games?
Yeah,
7. Yeah.
I'm hoping for 10-7, but
okay.
I don't know. The division is so hard to base off of last year because of injuries from the Cowboys, injuries from y'all seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to see who can is going to take off with it. So much has changed. Y'all had a pretty good off season. Cowboys got Dak back. We've had a flip upside down. And in Philly, we already know where they're going to be. They're going to be way down there. So these three right here are in the top of the conversation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, and I even started the conversation saying that I say this not as a biased fan, but I feel comfortable this year saying that we are a balanced team because our defense is solid. With some new toys, our offense is now solid with some new toys. Granted, the question mark with Saquon and the question mark with Jones this year, but for the most part, I feel very comfortable where we're at right now.
I think Daniel Jones is going to have to really ball out for y'all to win that division. To win this division, he's going to have a great season. That's just me. And Dak's going to have to come back and play like Dak.
Well, right now, I mean, I think I've been saying that the Cowboys offense is going to have to score like 30, 40 points a game.
Come back.
Just for that defense to get settled. I mean, but I could be wrong or I could be right. We'll see.
I think our defense is going to be on point.
Really? I don't know. I don't know. I don't
I mean,
see it.
we don't have five first rounders on the front line like you guys do. But I keep saying with Quinn being there, I think and not only that, our meetings are going a lot better and in person with what we got as compared to last year. I keep saying that. I keep expressing that. That just changes so much of the scheme of things for our guys, just being able to be around and the coach, just be around the coach. And I don't know about you. I don't know if you've seen how Quinn is. Quinn is very, very physical with these guys. And I mean that. He's not afraid to get in there and hit somebody.
If y'all
As a coach.
If y'all's defense can be in the middle of the pack in the rankings and Dak come back and does what he does, then it'll be a problem.
Yep.
That's a lot of ifs. That's a lot of ifs.
It's going to be what it's going to be.
I have October 10th circled. I truly believe, and I believe I'm in a no-lose situation. I can sit here and which I am going to say that I believe that this is going to be our year to beat Dallas at home. And if it happens, you heard it here first. If it doesn't, then I'd be like, well, that was the expectation. I just did my part and raised the bar a little bit, But one thing I can guarantee about that weekend is that True Blue, myself, we gonna get fat and happy at Sutherland's barbecue. Oh, and Chris, when you come down, hey, you might want to be on a diet starting 5 minutes ago, because when you come down, you might need to bring some extra luggage for your gut, because we gonna and then I got a lot of my and I hate calling them followers. I call them my peeps. My peeps are coming down too. They gonna get fat and happy. I mean, look. You better come one, come all, and come hungry, because and my barber even is gonna set something up for that weekend. So come one, come all, come hairy, and come hungry, because it's gonna go down October 10th that weekend. I cannot wait.
That's gonna be on. Oh yeah.
All our division games are all at the end of the year. Which
as usual.
Yeah, which is nuts.
We got you guys like the Thursday. Well, we play you guys early. I think in the second game. I think. Is it
the Giants? Yep, we play the Giants our second week.
Yeah, and we're going to Washington.
Yeah, it's a Thursday night game. Wow.
Yeah,
I hate traveling on
and then that's right, because you guys are coming, but then we got to turn around and come to. We got to go to Tampa right after that.
It'll be a tough one. Tom Brady. He can be looking.
Yeah, we got some opening up.
Grady D. Hey, yes, you can come, man. You can come on down.
You tailgate? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? So
I don't. No. So
I'll be tailgating.
There's and I'll probably hang. See, okay. When I get tickets, I like to go in as early as possible, because I want to see my guys. I want to see them warm up. I want to see them do it. However, the Friday, the Saturday before, I'm trying to put together a little meet and greet. I know for a fact we're gonna have like the dinner is gonna be over at Sutherland's barbecue over in Old Town Louisville, to where I'm doing a meet and greet, and it's gonna be. I mean, he's gonna have a live band. It's gonna be popping. We're gonna have a good time. True, so do me a favor. I hope you haven't already. Don't plan for anything Saturday night, the night before the game.
When you said that, wow.
Okay, good. So, because we're gonna, like I said, get fat and happy, and maybe go bowling or make pancakes or something. I don't know. Shout out Dave Chappelle, and Prince. Rest in peace,
Yeah, when you come down, Chris, we'll be on the west side of the stadium partying it up.
I went every time I go. The last time it comes, I went. I was really unimpressed with the tailgating. I don't know if it was just the area I was in. Like we weren't even in around the parking lot. It was like on the other side of the street behind a pizza hut, like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That area. Yeah. I was like, it was just like, man, as nice as this stadium is, and as big as the Cowboys fans are, and I'm tailgating behind a pizza.
Yeah, they're pretty strict. They're pretty strict on the parking lot. They
really? So you can't tailgate in the parking lot at all?
No.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
you have to be on the edge. You have to be on the edge.
Yeah.
You're limited. And I mean, when you say when Miami was there was like 10 of us on the parking lot. Security came up and said, you need to get back on the grass.
Wow. That's interesting. I didn't really know that.
So go ahead.
We'll be set up this. We'll be set up this year, so you won't have anything to worry about.
Okay. Cool.
But, I mean, I was only, actually tailgating once because this will be my third year going AT&T for the Giants game, and the first year we did the tailgating, I was supposed to help out, but I was late because I was riding with my buddy because I had no idea where to go. But now I have an idea. Now we actually made this a family event, so all 5 of us go. This is going to be our annual thing, which we look forward to. And yeah, we really don't tailgate that much. I'll be honest, we don't. But if Chris, if you come down, when you guys play in Washington, True Blue, what week?
Oh, we're playing them towards the end of the season.
Late December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think we got Philly as our last game. I think.
The day after Christmas, we played the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Okay. I might make that game. I mean, if you're going to be there, Chris, I might. Or
be there.
Or you're going to be there too?
Yeah, I'm a season ticket holder. I'm going to all the games. So yeah.
Wait, no, but I'm saying, so when are you coming here to Dallas?
To Dallas. Whenever the game is in Dallas. The 12th.
Okay.
No, that's a home game.
That's
December 26th, we played them away.
Okay.
We played them in Dallas.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think we might be playing the Eagles.
Poor
the last.
Have you been to that stadium? I'm sure you have.
What, AT&T?
No. Lincoln.
Oh, I haven't. No, I haven't. Yeah.
Have you been there, True Blue? Did you wear your get out there?
Yeah.
Them are some tough. I always, I'm repping, so I'm wearing my gear. But there was some tough fans.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, when you walk with the Philly sports guy, it gets even better.
I'm sure he probably puts it on hard.
Well, he's good.
All right, well, okay. Let me ask you a question. Is it more tough, like walking in the stadium, being a football team or Dallas fan, or this guy's breath? Like that's what I want to like. What is more tough? That's the question I have. Can you imagine him waking up the next morning with his wife or girlfriend or partner, whatever, floats his brotherly love out there, that's what, and he was like, God, man, my mouth smelled like shit. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Go.
Right. How many pieces of gum or toothpaste did he use that night that he will never live that down?
Let me tell you something. Like I said, I was 4 years old when we last won the Super Bowl. So it's been 20-some plus years. And so the next time we win the Super Bowl, I will probably burst out in tears, but I will not be deterred. Yeah. I mean, hey, like I was telling you earlier,
I mean, I love my team, but I don't love my team. You know,
that right there is
like I'd be like, I mean, yeah, I know. James.
He loves riding that.
Every chance I get.
What's he say about it?
Oh, he says he said the story is that's a Cowboys fan. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he said that's a Cowboys fan that lost a bet with his friends, and he had to wear the Eagles gear to go eat horse shit, and they're rooting him on. That's what. Look, Chris. I mean, I considered you a friend. I mean, we haven't really met each other, True
Right.
Blue. I haven't really met you either. I'm never gonna. And I don't like the Cowboys. You know that. I loathe the Cowboys. I hate the Eagles and the football team. But I'm not gonna cheer you on to eat horse boo boo. That is not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's a tough cookie right there to make that bet.
That's a tough cookie.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I wish a Cowboys fan would do that. They would never. In the end. Oh my God! And you know what? If a Giants fan did that, they would never hear the end of that either. Hey, New York, you better not.
You better not do that.
You better not.
Yeah, that's don't bet on your own team.
Oh,
don't gamble with a friend to wear somebody else, drink something, eat something, because it never works out in the end for you.
Nah, that's funny.
Oh my God. So we got about 8 minutes left. I do want to share something with you guys. Every Sunday, anticipation of football and how much I miss of it. I've actually binge watched the American Game, and it's where they, and it's all on YouTube, commercial free, which is the best way to watch them. And what they do, they talk about each Super Bowl winning team. And if I may say, I have my opinions on Super Bowl rings, okay? And I don't have any pictures up, but there are some very similarities to the Cowboys' second Super Bowl ring and the Steelers' third. Excuse me. Check it out if you haven't already. And the Super Bowl that Doug Williams won, that is one ugly ring. No offense. I mean, ours. I mean, people are gonna have their opinion on ours as well. But I will say the one that Rippon won, the third one, that's a nice ring. And the one that Theismann won was a classic style. But like the owner of the second one, he was like, I don't care, just make it cheap. I mean, that's exactly. I mean, if you look at it, I mean, of course you're going to feel different about it because it's your team. And but I will say this: out of our, give me 1 second. I left the third one. God dang it. Sierra, can you grab the third Super Bowl ring out of my room? It's on where my Oakleys are. Okay, we're gonna have to pause for a second until I get the third one.
Yeah, and it was about the early 90s. I think it was 90, 91 when they started getting real fancy with those rings. It started upgrading more and more, and then 99 came around.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's not bad, but don't it look? And then if you look at the sides,
yeah, it's all right.
Now, okay, I know people have their opinions about your owner, okay? Good, bad, or indifferent. But what I will say that I like what he did. I mean, if you want to give your 2 cents, please. But I mean, if you want to, you don't have to. But I like the fact that he gave the replacement players those their Super Bowl rings.
Yeah.
I like that he did that. I mean, it took some time, but I'm glad that they were recognized because they were never, going to play football again, and this is something that that they can cherish and pass on to their kids if they want, or So at least Snyder, good for you in that notion. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the rings now that they got coming out are just. I mean, the best one is Frank Caliendo when he's pretending to be John Gruden and he puts that ring on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's what they really look like coming out.
You see,
things are getting way.
Brady's hand. His hand is
yeah. Or you should not only that, Belichick's hand. Because he has 8, 2 from the Giants and 6. So I will say, out of our 4, the second one is not my favorite one.
Ugly.
This one. I mean,
that one.
But I mean the other ones are okay, but this one, it's not my favorite one, but it does have a certain value to it.
Yeah, that one on the pinky's the last one, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, you can see how they're getting.
Hawk Farmer, if you are in hunt of a replica ring, let me know. Matter of fact, go to my my page. I don't know if you already subscribed to me on YouTube.
Yeah.
I did an OT product review of this Super Bowl ring that I got from a vendor. I'm very particular when it comes to replica rings. Yeah, just go to that, check it out. I'm not telling you to go buy it. They didn't pay me for the review. But if you do happen to order, just tell them I sent you. So we're running down on the last 3 minutes of the show. True Blue, what you got? Any final thoughts?
No, I'm just really excited now that we've put the schedule out for Oxnard for training camp. It's going to be pretty interesting when we got to take off over there. It's good that I'm seeing that we're going to be traveling to California of all places to go for training camp, which means that the season's going to be right here around the corner and it'll be here quicker than you know it. I'm just hoping other teams, other states start opening up so all the teams can do it. I believe Washington heads off to Virginia, don't they? Or they go down to Richmond. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they're only doing 4 days in Richmond this year.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see where everybody goes. But I'm glad the schedule came out for Oxnard. I might take a trip out there, might not sure yet, depending on the local scene. But I'm ready for it.
Chris, what you got for the football team? And any final thoughts on anything?
Well, I was going to say I really enjoyed the podcast. I thoroughly enjoy the friendly banter amongst the division rivals, and it's just fun to get to know other fans from when I travel. All in good sportsmanship. But I'll leave with we are going to have the #1 defense in the league this year. That's one. That's one.
This mother.
We couldn't score last year. That was our problem. But we coming. So y'all better be ready. And if we win, y'all be ready to hear from me. Because it's coming.
So now you said if we win, I hope you're talking about a ring and not a hat. Because we ain't talking about hats. We're talking about a ring, not a hat, a ring. Not a hat. I mean, I get the division is important. You get the first round bye, you get the playoff spot. But we're talking about a hat, man. A hat.
I want no hat.
Not a ring. A hat. There's a difference. You know, if you get the ring, you get the hat, you get the shirt, you get the parade, you get the big silver trophy. And that's what it counts at the end. You know,
my new alphabet might just be this helmet right here, and that's it. If we got that's how excited I would be. I'm going out just the hard hat.
There you go.
And I will say this, and I'll end with this. Yeah, don't let us get 5. Don't let us get 5.
Going after 6, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. You know, next week maybe Keith will come by with some pictures. Keith, you know, and Jamie as well. I hope you're having a good time at the game. It's been a pleasure. Chris, you know, got to see you again, man. It's an honor. And I know you got my contact information. I got your contact information. We got to make some stuff happen as well. That being said, I hope to see y'all again next week.
Oh, yeah.
And let's go Giants.
How about them Cowboys?
Oh! Number 1 defense.